So we actually do start.
Of course we have margin area. We trim it just right and then we move weight around. But if it's wrong and we have to put a load of weight on it, we're pissing in the wind, aren't we? So I lengthen those spars I'll lengthen them by 25 millimetres. Yeah, we get all that weight another inch further forward. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So at least we can move around then.
Yes.
Now we don't have any margin.
We've got no margin for adjustment at all.
Let's just make them longer and
right, can you start ripping all that off? I need to get these cut.
Okay. What can I do?
The glider team still haven't taken into account how their craft will cope with the wind and currents in the canyon. Cal and Ian have set up a helium balloon experiment to demonstrate what the team are up against, and they would do well to watch.
One set of balloons being cut loose.
Ah, there they go.
There they go. In a valley like this, you've no idea what the wind's doing. I mean, you can have a steady wind over the top, and it curls over this edge, it hits this edge, sort of trips over its own feet and heads down the wall. You can get rolls of wind in next to the wall. It can be completely unpredictable.
They've gone miles.
They have gone miles. There's an enormous wind heading up the valley, and you wouldn't guess it here. There's nothing here.
So with the way it's going at the moment, what it's telling us is we've got a crosswind from where they launch directly across to the mark. It's blowing across like that.
Yes.
Ooh! What's that? That's a flare. There it is.
You can see a clear drift. You see it and it's hit something. It's been pushed away from the edge. It moved sideways, then away from the edge. There's definitely a significant thermal. See, it's just
now it's into the valley.
It's curling down the edge. Every change there is a thermal roll coming up the cliff face. That would not be a nice place to fly anything.
Captain Jim is getting nervous because he's the one that will have to pilot a completely untested glider.
And when you're ready, I'll turn on the... Our choices are either probably to do the test flight on rocks or not do the test flight.
Well, the problem, you do the test flight on rocks, you need to rebuild the plane. You don't do the test flight, you crash it when we do the actual flight.
We don't have time to rebuild the plane.
So you can't do the test flight on rocks.
Because the side actually looks sexy. I need one of these workbenches up there so I can get enough height.
Haven't you got any ladders?
No, I just need one of these workbenches up there.
All right.
So I've got enough height on it.
Just ladders would be safe.
No, I just need one of these workbenches up there so I've got enough height on it.
Personal safety doesn't seem to be a priority of yours, does it?
No!
Layla and James still want a test flight. James sets up a static wire to try and stop it smashing into the rocky ground.
Are you happy that when it gets arrested, it's not going to go tail down and hit the deck?
No, if anything, it's going to go tail up.
What you've got there is a man in the desert in Namibia oiling a piece of string to test a glider. When did you last see that?
I've got a really very bad feeling about this.
Just do it.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, that was your bad feeling, yeah?
I don't want him to see me looking.
Is this going to work?
I can't watch this, it's painful.
Oh, where do we go from here?
We have no more time to test.
No.
We have no more time.
Well, strictly speaking...
We attach the payload and pray.
The rocket team have completed all the components, but before final assembly, they need an exact weight to calculate the launch angle and to set the timers for the deployment of the stages. These have to be accurate to the fraction of a second, so it's important to get it right.
You got that?
Yeah, 2.45 kilograms.
2.45. All right.
Teams on both sides, please, can you listen up? I know you're busy. I need your attention just for a second. Important announcement. I have to tell you, you have exactly 1 hour.
Great.
Whoa.
Wow, that was fast.
Right, that's panic in their eyes now, and real fear.
Ready? Okay. I got this both. Yeah, hold just the trigger.
Oh, you're squishing it.
The wire is getting stuck.
Just pull it out, just to
No.
Wouldn't it be more sensible to coil it?
Not now.
You're going to make it.
How long do we have?
That long? Not very long at all.
We're going to make something.
Is that motor on, by the way?
Yeah.
Oh.
You can turn it off.
Whoa!
Stop! Why did you just do that?
Why do you just do that when someone... You're the one who's been on
I just
about
said
not
yes.
hurting people,
I
and you
just
go
said
do
yes.
something stupid like that.
Chances? Be honest.
Well, it's been tested.
It's been tested.
And how it's been tested. I couldn't believe the testing.
The tests were sad. It was almost upsetting to watch them.
I wouldn't say no chance. Low chance.
Right, clear?
No.
Right.
Give people a chance to clear
sorry.
before you actually go.
All right.
Okay, teams on both sides, you've got 30 minutes.
Where is the power?
In the rush to finish, Jeff traps the wiring to the explosives that will separate the rocket during the flight. If they try to test that the wires are still working, the explosives might go off, and it's too late for a complete rewiring job.
Open a little bit.
Yeah.
Second row.
We gotta check any exposures on that wire.
It's actually in some ways a simpler system, count to 2 and pull the ripcord. But if anything goes not quite according to plan, for example, if they don't separate, they're still going to drop the egg the set time afterwards. They're going to be going like the clappers at that stage.
It'd be an awful pity to split it at this stage, wouldn't it?
Don't split.
With just 20 minutes to go, Layla spots a problem with the glider's electronics.
When the camera system is hooked up, and it basically causes all of our servos to go wild. There's a lot of interference. Basically, we turn on the camera system, it causes, among other things, our payload to deploy. Basically,
So we've got no targeting system. That was our targeting system,
yes.
wasn't it?
So we're gonna have to do this by eye.
What do we do? Just fly it into the hillside?
This egg carrier was not made to survive crashing into a cliff and rolling down the cliff.
So that's full of gas now.
This is loaded.
Yeah?
Right.
Okay.
I don't understand how that's gonna fly.
That's it. We're ready.
Okay, that is it, guys. Time is up. Let's get ready for launch. This is it.
Jim is the only member of his team who's flown a remote-controlled plane before, and the responsibility resting on his shoulders gives him a last-minute crisis of confidence.
I mean, Layla, do you want to fly?
I want to be in charge of the payload, and I've never flown something like that before, and I'm most comfortable with the person who's flown it before.
James?
I'm fairly comfortable. I can keep a cool head and try and make sure I don't put any big inputs in and give it the best chance. I'd give it my best shot. I mean, we should have thought about it maybe at the start. That
We're not going to blame you. Whatever happens, we're not going to blame you.
Right, I hope you're all feeling well, because the moment is here that we've been working towards. Let's just have a brief reminder of what we're all here to do, okay? Each team was charged with getting an egg from here as close as possible to that mark over there on the other side of the largest canyon in the southern hemisphere.
Remember, your egg has to cross the river to count, and then the nearest egg intact wins.
Now, we gave you pretty much everything we could think of you might need to do it, 48 hours, and you brought your own knowledge and expertise with you. Let's hope you've used it all wisely. We're about to find out. Glider team, come forward, you're going first. Get ready. Let's do it. Stuff moves.
We cannot prevaricate any further. Let's chuck it off the cliff.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's time.
Yep.
I must admit, I'm a little bit stressed.
I've just got to throw the thing off the cliff. He's got the worst job. It either sinks or swims on his ability to get this thing under control. Someone give me an idea of the attitude of the plane?
That's pretty good at the moment.
I'm somewhat fearful that our plane is going to go skydiving into the canyon.
James and Layla put so much effort into this thing.
It's all mental, that's good. It's all in that first few seconds. If it goes wrong in those first few seconds, it's challenge over.
It could be a really nice plane, and I could just fly into a cliff. So the last 2 days' work could have been sort of wasted. As they say, here goes nothing.
Absolutely. Just give it full throttle, please.
Okay, I'm going to go on full throttle. Hang on a sec.
Okay.
And go!